Hey y'all, it's your girl Socially Scented, and I am a social worker that just so happens to enjoy smelling good. On this channel, I believe that if you smell good, you will feel good, and if you feel good, you're ultimately going to do good. I believe in all things self-care and mindset. On this channel, I believe that fragrances can impact the way that you perceive yourself, others, and the world around you, and ultimately, fragrances can help you show up in spaces in a unique way. So if you are interested in self-care, smelling good, and mindset, consider subscribing to the channel and coming along on this journey with me. So yeah, let's jump into today's video. So today's video is all about hygiene tips that I want to share with you guys as we realize we are in the global climate change. So some of the tips that I'm going to share, I'm pretty sure that you are aware of already. But if you are not, this is a place for us all to learn and grow together. The reason why I wanted to do this video is because I realized that everyone is not privy to having these conversations, whether at home, with their families, with their loved ones, or with their friends. And this can be one of those things that are taboo and we don't want to talk about, whether, you know, it's hygiene or smelling good. We love talking about fragrances, but when it comes to body odor and people not smelling their best, it's hard for us to really say those things. So I wanted to just, you know, bring that out, you know, because it's okay for us to talk about body odor and what we can do to make sure we're smelling good. First and foremost, we're going to talk about something that is easy to do and we all have access to, and that is drinking enough water. I can't say anything else outside of, if you drink water, your body is going to naturally flush itself of the toxins that produce body odor, and you're ultimately going to smell better. So it is hot outside. On top of water helping us to stay hydrated in this heat, it also helps us to smell good. So yes, soap and water is important, like taking a shower, but also consuming water is just as important, if not more important, than taking a bath. So if you are not drinking your daily dose, 8 glasses of water, 8-ounce glasses of water a day, try to implement drinking a little bit more water in your routine, and I guarantee you, you're going to see a change if you add these additional steps. So I have a bag right here with things that I'm going to talk about, and in no particular order, okay? I'm pulling things out the bag and we're going to talk about it. So first and foremost, we're going to talk about body cleansing, right? I personally like to double cleanse, and that simply means that I use a bar soap and a body wash when I am in the shower. So the body wash that I use is important, but nothing beats this step, which is the bar soap. So first and foremost, I want to say to grab a Dial bar soap. This is the antibacterial gold one, and this one works wonder. I have been using this for a minute, and if you are having stinky armpits or stinky lady bits or stinky boy bits, any bits, and you use this antibacterial soap, I guarantee you, with continual use, you'll realize that the odor is starting to dissipate and you're starting to actually smell a lot better. Next thing I want to talk about is body wash. Like I said, I double cleanse, and one of the body washes that I have been using lately that smells divine is from the brand Cremo. So I wanted to share it with you guys. This is the Cremo body wash in the almond scent. I don't know if the camera is picking it up, but this is a moisturizing body wash. One of the things about body odor is that if your skin is dry, it's going to produce more oils, which ultimately is going to make you smell more funky. So after you take your bar soap and you cleanse that first layer of grime off your skin, I highly recommend getting a body wash that is going to match your vibe. And this can be a higher end body wash or a lower end body wash. I highly recommend the Dial. And this is a deep clean body wash, and it's gentle on your skin. And I believe that this also has like some antibacterial properties in it, and it doesn't strip your skin. So if you're on a budget, you can use the Dial. If you have a little bit more to splurge, you can grab something like the Cremo that's about $11. But either way, you need a bar soap and you need body wash. Now that we have our soap products and we know that we are using these things, I highly recommend an African net cloth. This one is brand new. I have not used it, but I picked them up off I picked them up off of Amazon and I use them for exfoliating that layer of dead skin. In the summer, we sweat a lot. We produce more body oils. That means our body is constantly shedding that old skin. And if you don't exfoliate with like a body scrub or a body wash, you're going to have that bacteria still on your skin. And it doesn't matter how much you wash your skin and moisturize your skin, adding what smells good on top of gunk, and that's never going to lead to you ultimately smelling good. So I recommend an African, So I definitely recommend an African net sponge because I feel like it exfoliates your skin. It's gentle enough for everyday use. If you get the ones that I get, you can throw them in the wash, you can reuse them, they last a long time, and they don't hold onto bacteria if you take good care of them. Next product I'm going to talk about is this Guru Nanda, and this right here is an oil pulling oil. I used coconut oil to oil pull for a while, but TikTok showed me this one night and I was like, oh, let me try it. It's already the coconut oil and it has like a minty scent. If your mouth is holding on to food, I just got braces removed a year ago and my teeth are super straight. That means that my teeth are tightly next to each other and it's prone for cavities. They're prone to keep food inside of them. And one thing I realized is when I oil pull on top of just like water picking and brushing my teeth with an electric toothbrush, I don't have that hygiene issue in my mouth. I wake up and my breath is smelling good and it's not smelling like someone died in my mouth. So if you're dealing with like funky breath or you're waking up and your tongue is super yellow or like white with those like white residue on it, try oil pulling and it can definitely change your hygiene in your mouth. And this is also good if you think that you're prone to cavities. I have smaller teeth, which means I'm always prone to cavities if I don't take care of my teeth. Adding oil pulling or clove water to my oral routine definitely helps me keep cavities at bay. So oil pulling is definitely something that I recommend. Another thing that I recommend for your hygiene kit in the summertime is an armpit detox. I don't know if you can see this one, but I will pop it up on the screen. This is the Kapari Armpit Detox, and I use this about once a week because I do use aluminum-free deodorant. And although I started using this when I was transitioning, I realized in the summer I need to detox my armpits probably weekly or monthly so that I can maintain that freshness under my pits. So I definitely recommend adding an armpit detox. I will link this one down below, or you can create your own with apple cider vinegar and biotin clay and just put that mask under there for 10 minutes and then rinse it off with warm water. I know a lot of people are going to say that this is controversial. Do what works for you. I am a firm believer of drinking water, taking my vitamins, and maintaining an internal hygiene, oral health system so that the external shows off that same result. So for me, I recommend taking a probiotic, preferably a pre and postbiotic, but these are two that I have been taking and I highly recommend them. This is the Healthy V vitamin, and this is a vitamin for your vagina. And if you have lady bits, you need a vitamin for down there. And then this is the Pro B by Refresh, which is also like a probiotic that you can take in the morning, and it makes sure that you maintain that pH down there. In the summer, it's easy for your pH to be thrown off, and you don't want to give it any reason to go bonkers because of this heat. So once a week, I do this. You don't have to do this. This is a personal preference because I am a married female and I have relations with my partner often. And I think it's important for us to take care of our down there when we are mixing and mingling our pH with somebody else's pH. I know my partner is clean. I know that he takes care of himself, but still. So for me, the next thing that I'm going to show is something that I do once a week when I do my everything shower, and that is a PhD boric acid suppository. So this suppository is something that you insert internally into your lady bits at night and you go to sleep, and it keeps the pH perfectly okay down there. If you are a female that struggles with like BV or yeast infections, or you just don't eat a healthy, balanced diet and you eat a lot of sugars and snacks, I highly recommend adding a boric acid vaginal suppository to your routine, especially in the summer. You don't have to do this every single day. Again, I do this once a week, and sometimes I do this once a month. But as long as you're doing this sometime in your routine, it's going to maintain your lady bit. I know that we already talked about showers, but I wanted to talk about these products together. So this is from the Good Wipes and the Good Wash company. If you are a person with a vagina, I highly recommend the Down Air Wash, especially in the summer. I have it in the aloe, it's an aloe based cleanser, and I have it in the Botanical Balance scent. This scent smells really good. It reminds me of like a spa. And then I also have the wipes in rose water, and I use this especially when I'm on my cycle or when I just need to freshen up really quickly. This right here is a go-to staple, and I even have it in a travel towelette. This travels with me, and I always have them in my bag. So I definitely recommend the Good Wash products because, yeah, if it's the summer and it's hot and you're trying to maintain, let's maintain. Another thing that I recommend is using some form of acid under your armpits. I like to use the Glycolic acid by Ordinary because you get a lot of product for the price. I use this in my armpits. I use this in between my feet if it sweats. And I also use this like behind my knees and in my elbow creases. So anywhere that you're prone to sweating in the summer, I highly recommend this because it's going to, one, control the sweat. Two, it's going to make sure that you don't get funky. While I was in Vegas this summer, I was using this because it was super hot and I did not have any issues with body odor. And I was like, yes, put it in the bag and add it to the routine. So I definitely recommend some type of acid. You can use the Ordinary, and I know there's some people that use BHAs, but some type of acid to just, do an extra layer of exfoliating of the dead skin, but also protecting what is coming out of you. We're down to our last 3 products. So another thing that I highly recommend if you are a female and you have like a menstrual cycle, I recommend the Sweet Spot Lab. This is the microbiome balancing intimate spray. I don't use this for intimacy, but I do use this during my cycle to make sure that there is no odor down there. There's a lot happening during your cycle. Your hormones are hot and heavy. Your body is releasing and shedding. So if you want to make sure that you don't have no type of odor, you don't have to be worried if you're going outside in this heat with your cycle, I highly recommend this Sweet Spot Lab spray. And this is refillable. You just spray choo-choo and you're good to go. Another spray that I want to recommend for the summertime, I just started using this and I use this a little bit more frequently than that one. I use this at night. This is the Boric Acid Body Fresh Spray in Rose and Vanilla. And it says, don't just mask odor, neutralize it. And the reason why I use this at night is because at night I also sleep commando style so that my lady bits can clean itself and, air out. And I think that this is just something that I just started doing because I bought it and I thought it smelled good and I was like, why not? The ingredients are safe. I just shake it, spray it, and go to sleep. And then lastly, the last thing that I want to recommend is some type of exfoliating serum for your body. If you are not catching what I'm putting down, in the summer, you need to make sure the dead skin is up out of here. And you do that by exfoliating, whether that is a physical exfoliant or like a topical one. You want to make sure that your dead skin cells are not remaining on your skin because you're just lathering up body wash. So I highly recommend serum. As you can see, this one is empty. This is the topicals one. I just ordered my backup full bottle. I got this like in one of those sets from Sephora, and it's been a staple this summer in making sure that my body is smooth like a baby bottom, but also my dead skin cells are up out of here. So those are the things that I wanted to recommend for you on your hygiene journey this summer. So if you have any tips or tricks that you can provide to others watching this video, please drop them down below. Let us know what you're doing to make sure that you're maintaining your hygiene this summer and that you're not allowing this heat to have you out here smelling in a way that you don't want to smell. So until next time, bye.